What's up, guys? Welcome to Straight Edge Wrestling Breaking News Podcast. We are talking about the news which has just been, rumoured all week, but just come out today, finally, which is the news that NXT, WWE's NXT brand, is going to be moving to the USA Network as of September 18th. It's going to be running Wednesdays, 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. Weird time and day. I wonder why.
I don't know. There's not Vince McMahon doing some dirty tricks.
Could be that. So obviously it's going to be going head to head with AEW on TNT, which debuts on October 2nd on the TNT network in the USA. Obviously NXT has always been on Wednesdays. It's not been for 2 hours.
Yep. And
it's always been pre-recorded. But now they're going live for 2 hours every Wednesday, and it just so happens to be 8 till 10 when AEW's on TNT.
It'll be an interesting show, won't it?
Yeah, it's the Wednesday Night Wars. That's what it is. Someone's already bought the domain www.wednesdaynightwars.com, and it redirects to an AEW video. It's really funny. Some random person's nothing to do with AEW. That some random person bought it just to redirect it to WWE can't buy it and make DVDs out of it in 10 years' time. But we had
the whams if WWE get out of business.
Yeah, well, that's even more interesting. We had the announcement last week, the rumours last week from Dave Meltzer, from WrestleVotes, etc., that it was going to be coming to USA Network. It had been said weeks ago that it was going to FS1, to Fox Sports 1. Not true. So instead it was going to the USA. But apparently they were in negotiations with FS1. It was said that it was going to be announced last night on Raw, but they were annoyed at the leaks coming out. So instead of it coming out last night on Raw, what happened instead was they just tweeted it out today and put it all over social media today. And they put it out by saying that WWE and USA Network today announced an agreement in principle to air WWE's weekly Wednesday night show NXT live on USA Network starting September 18th. And they quoted Vince McMahon in saying that the move to USA Network provides an opportunity to deepen our relationship with NBC Universal and further build the NXT brand. Over the long term, our goal is to develop a following that can be monetized to the same level as our flagship programs, Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, sure it is.
Yeah. So bearing in mind that they're not paying for this. USA aren't paying for this show. So they're not paying for it like Raw and SmackDown. Which tells you straight away that the reason they're doing this is to go after AEW, because if they're not being paid for the programming, that ain't WWE's MO now. WWE's core business strategy now is television rights fees.
Yeah.
And they're not being paid for it from
Saudi.
Latin Saudi, yeah. So that, but they want to be able to monetize it the same as Raw and SmackDown eventually, which is fine, fair enough, but it's bullshit. It's such bullshit to say that that's why they're doing it. They're doing it because, hey, now just so happens to be the right time to create this third brand. It's real petty shit. It really is. It's like, whatever. I don't know. Triple H called them a pissant company at the Hall of Fame, said that there is no competition.
And this ain't exactly Triple H's call, though, because I dare say he wouldn't want anything to do with this right now.
Oh yeah, I guarantee. That's the big thing coming into this as well, is that lots of people have been saying that, Vince cherishes his partnership, his relationship with USA Network so much. They've been in bed together for 30 years, more than 30 years, 40 years now. And he will not relinquish power over a USA produced product. So there's a good chance that what's going to be happening now is that Vince and Kevin Dunn's greasy little hands are going to be all over NXT.
And that's when NXT goes to shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're going to be getting... Oh, Christ. It's like, I hope we're not going to be getting the same overproduced crap, like pristine-looking, overproduced crap that we get from main roster stuff from WWE.
It's when you get a third stage, it looks the same.
Yeah, honestly. It worries me. But we've also had lots of people, so like Matt Jackson tweeted out saying, we're not scared.
Nope, we're shitting ourselves.
Yeah, we're absolutely petrified. We're not scared, we're shitting it.
Chase Manor, we're 3 times today.
Yeah. We had Chris Jericho tweeting out, and he said, Congrats to WWE NXT for making the big move to the USA Network. Runners always race faster when somebody is right behind them. Going to be fun to see which team the world decides to join. Hashtag choose Jericho.
What? Because of his charity work.
Because of his charity work, yeah. The thing is, I've seen so many people over the last few days doing this, what you're going to watch, NXT or AEW, NXT or AEW. We're not living in the 90s now.
Well, the good news is, anyway, though, guys, if you want to be able to watch both, you can.
You can watch both.
Watch AEW live, and then watch NXT the following day when they put it on the network.
Exactly. This is the thing. It's like we're not living in an age where you have to decide. Like, you don't have to decide Raw or WCW Nitro anymore. You can watch both. You can watch AEW and then just watch NXT straight after, because you can record it on Sky or on TiVo or whatever the hell you got. You know, as you said, it goes on the network 24 hours after. It's not a big deal anymore. You can be a wrestling fan and support both, you know.
Unless you're a muppet and just want to watch WWE.
Yeah, exactly. Watch good wrestling. Watch the wrestling you enjoy.
Why do they just watch WWE if they want to watch good wrestling?
That's a good point. But watch the wrestling you enjoy. That's what I should say. Watch that. If you enjoy WWE,
just watch WWE.
Yeah. If you enjoy WWE,
don't get me wrong, it's starting to get a bit better now, but yeah.
But it's like, you know, when NWA's television starts next month, I'll try and watch NWA if I can find it.
I love it.
Yeah, you know, I'll try and watch Billy Corgan's NWA. I think it's good shit that they're doing there. If New Japan was to get a TV deal in the UK, I'd watch that too. That's just tediously hard to find over here. But
and overcomplicated too.
And way overcomplicated.
But at least they have Will Ospreay. That's the only reason you need to watch anyway. So,
but it's like you don't have to make these choices. So I hate this shit that I'm seeing on Twitter constantly now. Is NXT or AEW? I'll be watching AEW live. I'll be watching NXT straight after. I'll be watching Raw. I'll be watching SmackDown. I'll
bite my tongue on whether I'll be watching NXT, because if Vince McMahon and that are getting their hands on it, then it's going to get ruined. Yeah, well, I don't watch NXT religiously anyway. I watch every takeover, but I don't watch every NXT religiously anyway. But I'll watch it when it debuts on September 18th to see what happens, to see if they're changing anything, to see how it looks. Vince McMahon fires Triple H on screen.
Yeah, done, straight away. I'll watch that straight away. And come October 2nd, I'll be watching AEW. AEW is the alternative at the end of the day.
You don't have much of a choice for that one.
All day today, WWE wrestlers, NXT superstars and the like have all been coming out, and they've all been hyping it up. We've been told that there is thus far no move on or move towards a pay increase whatsoever for NXT superstars. So despite the NXT,
sucks to be an NXT. I got to work an extra hour. Are you having a laugh?
Yeah. So the NXT guys at the moment haven't been told anything about higher pay or anything like that. There was a great picture. I'm going to put it up now.
So does that mean Johnny Gargano won't be going up to Raw or SmackDown?
Yeah, that's true. Because they're going to need all the superstars they can get. There's a great picture I'm going to put up now, which Dr. Britt Baker from AEW tweeted out, because obviously she's in a relationship with Adam Cole, the NXT World Champion. And she tweeted out saying about Wednesday Night Wars and a picture of them two together. And I like that. I thought it was good.
Yeah, but neither one of them can have Wednesday Night Wars now.
No, both of them are going to be stuck to their own respective brands. But I don't know. It's all good for wrestling. I think it's all good for wrestling. At the end of the day, NXT was always on Wednesday. It was always on Wednesday. So if you watched NXT, you can continue watching NXT. It's an extra hour. You can
unless you're in any other country than America, because then you have to then watch it technically on a Thursday on the network.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So if you want to watch NXT in the USA, you can continue watching NXT.
So this comes in perfectly then for AEW if they manage to get an international distribution for their TV, because everyone can then watch it on a Wednesday.
Yeah. Obviously,
for NXT, you can only watch it in one country on a Wednesday.
Obviously, right now there's no news about NXT getting international distribution. AEW's not really got any international distribution in Canada, the UK, anything at the moment. It's just they've also got pay-per-view distribution, but that's it for Fight and ITV box office. NXT should be. The thing is, WWE's making a move to BT, so. Wouldn't surprise me if BT want extra content, because they don't really have much content themselves. They're losing a lot now, so wouldn't surprise me. But
aren't they also losing a lot of subscribers as well?
Oh, a huge amount. Oh yeah, a huge amount. But anyway, I think this is a good thing for wrestling. I think it really is in the whole. But we'll see how it pans out, and we'll keep following this as it develops, which I'm sure it's going to develop a lot more over the next month, over the next couple of weeks when it debuts.
Jump ship to AEW.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter at SEW_podcast for all the latest news for this and everything else to do with AEW, WWE, some New Japan stuff here and there. Head on over to Facebook, subscribe and like this video, and we'll see you next time. We're out.